So now in this class, we are going to learn about case when statement. And this is very important part of SQL. See, people don't focus on case when a lot. They try to go on window functions. They try to go on joins and all these things. But case when is very important because in case when, with the help of case when, we can do lot of questions easily. Secondly, with the help of case when, you can easily crack an interview because in like you can say in 50 to 60% of interviews, a question is asked on the basis of case when. Now, case when is a very simple topic, but you need to understand when to apply and when not to apply. So now, as I've talked about if else statement. So what is the meaning of if else statement? So I am just giving you an example. If it's raining outside, if it's raining outside, there are two possibilities. You will go and enjoy. And what is the second possibility? Suppose the condition is if it's raining outside. The first thing will be you will go outside and enjoy. And what will be the second thing? You will not go. Same like this, in case when or in if else statement, for every condition, we have a suitable output. So when you want to create a scenario in which for certain conditions, you have a output at that point of time, you have to use case. So case gives you a functionality in which you can drop your conditions, and on the basis of those conditions, you can get a required output. So now how this case is used? So now if I'm talking about case, there are three parts of it. First is when. So you can say that when is similar to if. So when is used for dropping conditions. Now, for those conditions, what will be the output is given by then. Now, if, for example, if I have written 5 greater than, like if I am like written x is greater than y, and like I've written x is greater than y, then I have to print 1. Again, I will drop a condition. X is less than y, then I have to print 2. If I have written these two conditions only, then which condition is remaining here? What is the value that is remaining here that we are not checking?
X equal to Y.
Correct. As x is equal to y. So this x is equal to y will go to else condition. So whenever you are using case when, see, else condition is not a mandatory condition. If you are not using else, then also it's fine. But for example, if you have given that if x is greater than y, I will print 1. And if x is less than y, I will print 2. At that point of time, for example, if you are not giving a else condition, then for all the places where x is equal to y, you will get a value null. Is this clear to all of you? So the third part of case when condition is else. Now after this, which is now I'm going to tell you a mandatory part of it. So end is mandatory. So case will give you a scenario in which you can drop your condition, and on the basis of your conditions, you can get the output. But every time when you will use a case condition, you have to write end. So every time when you are using case, you have to end your case statement. This is something that is mandatory. Is this clear to all of you till here? I hope everybody is clear now. Now, after this, let's use our table. Let's use our e-commerce database, and we'll try to do questions like practical things. So I will give you very good questions, and I want your participation in that. So I'm writing select star from orders. So this is my orders table. Now I want you to help me. So now the first point or the first topic for which we are going to talk about is categorization with case when. So we have to build categories with case when. Now, how we can build a category with the help of case when? So suppose my question is, I want to get a category, or I want to give a flag. Flag is basically a kind of notation you can say. So for example, if I will go to Bangalore, then I want to give it a flag as yes. If I will not go to Bangalore, I will give it a flag as no. So flag has only two values. Or if you want to give a category can have n number of values, like any value that you want to give. So if I want to get a category, or I want to get a flag for orders where customer ID is divisible by 2. At this point of time, if customer ID is divisible by 2, then I want to check wherever, or I want to give a category wherever the amount is greater than 25,000. I want to get yes, else no. I'm giving you 2 minutes of time. Try to answer this question. Who will give me the answer for it? So let's try to solve this question. So first of all, we have to only look for the people where the ID is divisible by 2. So I will write select from. I will go down. I will write customers like orders table, and I will drop my where condition where customer ID modulus 2 is equal to 0. This modulus 2 basically means whenever you are dividing something by 2, whenever a customer ID is divisible by 2, we will get a remainder as 0. So modulus is used for getting a remainder. So if customer ID is divisible by 2, then always we will get a remainder 0. So this is a condition for checking this thing. Now, after this, because see, I only want to get the people where customer ID is divisible by 2. I only want to check those people, and then I have to decide a category. So now I will write case when total order amount is greater than 25,000, then I want to print yes. Else, I want to print no. Or let's do one more thing. If the customer ID is greater than 25,000, I will print yes. Now I will drop one more condition. So I will again use when total order amount is less than 25,000, then I want to print false. Now, for all other values that are left with, I will use a else and I will write here same value. Now let's try to solve this thing. But are we missing anything here? Tell me what I am missing here.
End. End state.
Correct. End. So let's try to do this. Now, after using end, see, you have used a case when with categorization. So which means you are building a category and that category will come into your next column, in your other column. So I want to give that thing a column name as well. So I will give it a name as category. And now I want all the data along with this condition. So select star, comma, this thing. Are you clear, all of you?
Yeah, I have a doubt, sir.
Please ask.
Yeah, what I understand is if total order amount is greater than 25, then it will categorize whatever you have mentioned. But what is the agenda that you have put that customer ID is modulus of two cost recovery? Because is it a part of the condition or what?
Tell me one thing. Do you know what is order of execution?
No.
It is your first class?
No. This is my second class. Yesterday class I attend and this is my
So which
second
means
class.
you are not a part of, you basically you're not a part of batch. Okay, no problem. See, according to order of execution,
Huh?
from comes first into the picture and then
Okay.
where comes into the picture. So this in this solution that I have given, in this solution, the above category that I'm making is only made for people where the customer ID is divisible by 2. This category is not for people where the customer ID is not divisible by 2.
Okay.
See, if I have written this condition here, then that condition is checked for everything. But according to order of execution, where comes first into the picture as compared to select clause.
Okay.
So now first filtering will be done, and on those filter, after filtering the data, we are checking this category. Prachi, are you clear?
Yeah, that's why you didn't use and.
Yeah. See, we can use and, we can use a lot of conditions in the when clause also. But the point is, I only want to check for the people. See, I have written first, I have written where customer ID is divisible by 2. Then I have written, then I want to check wherever the amount is greater than 25,000. That was something you people got confused. But now I think everybody's clear. Is everybody clear now? Tell me.
Yes.
Nice. Now let's do the second question. I want a category in which wherever the total order amount is greater than 25,000 and order date is less is So basically, wherever the amount is greater than 25,000 and year is 2021 and yeah, then I want to give ABC, and if customer ID is divisible by 2 and delivery date is less than 2022 October or 2021 October, then I want to give DEF. Else for all other values, I want to give EFG. This is my question now. Tell me, anyone of you can open your mic and tell me the answer. Anyone of you who wants to tell me the answer can turn on your mic and tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. So answer would be like select all case when um total order amount
So
is greater than 25.
first. Listen. Whenever you are solving this kind of question, you have to, after select, you have to write from and table name. Now in this, there is no where condition, so we can start from select clause.
Yeah. So select then from customer table, then we'll write case when total order amount is greater than 25,000
Okay.
and year of delivery date is equals to 2021.
Okay. The total order amount. Sorry. It's my mistake. I have used customers table. It's orders table. Now, yeah. Total order amount
Is
greater
greater
than
than 20
25. Correct.
and
And
year of delivery date.
order date or delivery date?
And I want a category in which wherever the total and
My
year
fault.
is
It's my fault.
order.
Order date we can write. Order date
Is equals to 2021.
so is equal to 2021.
Then ABC.
Now
When customer ID like percentage sign 2
modulus sign. Yeah. Modulus
equals
2
0
equal to 0.
and order date is less than July, August, September 9, 10, 10 110 okay 110 2021 10 1
Yeah.
Then DEF else EGF and the call as
Uh,
answer, whatever category.
let's run this. Now I want answer from you people how this category is getting executed. Kaise, like how this answer we are getting. See, I will tell you why I'm asking this. See, total order amount condition is there and year condition is there. But in this condition, there can be people whose customer ID is divisible by 2. In the first condition, there can be people whose customer ID is divisible by 2, yes or no? Tell me. Am I audible?
Yes.
There can be condition now where customer ID is divisible by 2 in the first case. And now in the second case, you have written customer ID is divisible by 2. But all the below 2 conditions can be a part of the above condition as well. Yes or no? Yes
Yes,
or no?
yes.
Now, how this answer is coming? So whenever you are using a case when condition, see the case that is coming first, the solution will be first. All these situations will get a ABC. Now for all the remaining conditions, this condition is checked. And now for all the remaining from this, we will get this EGF. Now, for example, if you want to be very specific to get a correct answer only, then you have to drop these conditions here also. Now what will happen is only for the above case we'll get ABC, the below case we'll get DEF, and we'll get the answer. Or sorry. We have to change it. And we have to write not equal to. Now tell me, is this correct? See, I was saying that whenever you are writing a case when condition, let's control Z. So suppose if you are using a case when condition, in the first condition, you have given this thing something as ABC. But now for ABC, you have given only 2 conditions here. But this condition, the first condition that we are giving, can accumulate people whose customer ID is divisible by 2 and can accumulate people whose order date is less than 2021-10-01. So now for the second condition, we'll only get values or we'll only see the values who are not a part of first condition. See, even in the first condition, if a customer ID is divisible by 2, or if if order date is less than October 2021, then also they will get something as ABC. But all the people who are remaining from the first condition will get to the second condition and will get DEF. Now, all the people who are remaining for the second condition will get the last condition as EGF. Is this clear to all of you? Tell me. Is this clear to all of you?
Can you explain
Why?
again, Durgesh, if
Yeah.
possible? Can you explain again?
Okay, I can explain again. Wait. See, suppose this is the question that I have written. I'll make it little more clear. Okay. So the person who has asked me the question, tell me, for this condition, for the first condition, can people who have customer ID divisible by 2 and order date less than October 2021 are part of this condition for the first condition?
No,
Why no? See,
because
your first condition, what it is telling, you are only focusing on total order amount greater than 25,000 and year is equal to 2021. Yes or no?
yes,
So are you telling the first condition that the amount must, like the order date must be 20 less than 2021 and the customer ID is divisible by 2? Have you told them anything?
no,
So in the first condition, these two values are also get accumulated,
yes.
whether it can be or not.
It can get accumulated. Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. So in
If
this first condition, without checking only in this first condition, we are seeing only two things. So if a person is accommodating these two things, then he will get ABC. Now all the people who haven't got ABC will be checked on this condition. Now all the people who are not getting DEF will directly get EFG or EGF. Is this clear?
yes, now it's clear. Yep.
See, whenever you are right, and now if I want to make this solution perfect, now if I want to make this solution perfect, what I will do is I will include two more conditions here in the first value. And I will give them not equal to sign. Not equal to, and here I will give a greater than sign. And I will remove this then part and I will use it here. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes,
Now the values will be 100% correct. Yes or no?
yes,
See, this is something that you have to focus. See, if I haven't told you this thing, you will not be able to get this thing. Because you have not, आपने सोचा ही नहीं ऐसे. But whenever you are writing a query, you have to be specific in mind, like what kind of result you are looking for. Is this clear to all of you till now? Now, for example, in this question, I have used one categorization. Suppose if I want to make one more category, then I have to put a comma. Suppose if I want to make one more category, then I have to put comma and I have to write the second categorization condition. Case when payment ID is divisible by 2, then I will write yes. Else, I will write no. And end as category 2. Is this clear to all of you?
yes.
Tell me now why we are getting an error here. Who will tell me what is the error here? No end is not the error here. The error is we haven't put equal to 0. So now we are getting two categories. Is this clear to all of you? Nice. Now let's move. You can make n number of categories that you want. Now we will talk about a different thing, which is known as aggregation with case when. What is aggregation with case when? So suppose my question is, I want per month sales for 2021 and 2022. And I want output in a fashion that the first column will be month of order date. Second column will be 2021 sales. And third column will be 2020 sales. I want in my output, I want three columns: month 2021 sales and 2022, like 2020 sales and 2021 sales. I only want these three things in my output, and this is my table here. How I will do it? So this time it's not about category. This time it's about a column, single column from the table, and two additional columns that I have to build on the basis of total order amount. So 2021 sales or 2020 sales will tell me the total amount for that month. How we'll do it? Any idea?
We'll use group by along with case when.
Yeah, I will tell you how we'll do it. I will write select month of order date. Give it a name as month, comma. Now, if you want to count the sales of 2020, like say if I want to get the sales of total sales of 2021, what aggregation we will use? Sum? Yes or no? We'll use sum of total order amount only, na? To get the sales for 2020 or 2021. But if I am specifically looking for two kind of sales, like 2021 also and 2020 also. So at that point of time, if I'm using both of the conditions in the where clause, will I get any output? See, if you don't know the concept, and I have written here where year of order date is equal to 2021 and year of order date is equal to 2020. If I am writing both the conditions with the help of AND clause, will I get any output?
Yeah, we'll get a sum of both.
I will never get an output. See, if you are using AND conditions for two different values, in the second or third class, what I told you, if you are giving more than one conditions from a single column, then you have to use OR. So this is the single column in which you are getting 2020 and 2021. You cannot use the AND clause. And if you use the AND
Yes.
clause, you will get nothing. Is this clear? So now, if I will use OR, for example, if I will use OR, then also I cannot distinguish in between what is 2020 sales and what is 2021 sales. Is this clear? If I use OR also, will I be able to distinguish between 2020 sales and 2021 sales? Tell me. The answer is no. So what I will do is inside sum, I will write case when year of order date is equal to 2020. Then I want to a value total order amount in my sum. else I want to pass 0. And you know, if you are using case, you have to end it. And this column will be named as 2020 sales. Same like this, I will come down and I will again create a scenario, and I will write it here, and I will change the thing as 2021, and I will write from my table, which is orders. Am I doing it correct, or there is something wrong?
For the second line, it should be 2021.
Okay, sorry. Now group by month of order date. Till now, everything is clear,
Yes.
or we are doing something wrong? Let's try to run it.
Is comma an issue? Or yeah, quotes.
Because the value is starting from a numeric value. Now it's correct. So whenever a value is starting from a numerical value, we have to enclose it in double inverted commas.
Okay.
So now my output is something like this. I want to order it as well so that it can show a clear picture. So I will use order by month. This one. Is this clear now to everyone?
Yes. If we need to round the numbers, can we add something here?
Simple. You have to round this value, no?
Okay.
Round, and I will put a comma 2 here.
Yeah.
Again, I will use a round, and I am rounding it to 2 decimal places. Put a comma 2 here. Now I'll explain you how this thing is working.
Yes.
I'll explain you how this thing is working. See, if you want to add the total order amount, you will pass some total order amount only. So how this case condition is working? So just see this condition. This case is telling us whenever the year is 2020, then what we have to add? Total order amount. Whenever the year is 2020, then we have to add total order amount. Yes or no? If year is anything else than 2020, then what will get added? Please tell me, please be interactive. Please tell me the answer.
0.
0. Clear, na? Whenever the year is 2020, then it will add the values of total order amount. Else, every time it will add 0. And this will give you 2020 sales. Now, in the second scenario, whenever the year is 2021, then it will add total order amount. Else, for every case, it will add 0. So by this way, we will get the output. And you know that whenever you are using aggregation and you are creating any column, you have to pass that column into group by statement. That's all. This is something known as aggregation with case when. Is this clear to all of you? Tell me, is this clear to all of you?
Yes.
This is something known as aggregation with case when we are aggregating values based on the case when condition. Now I will give you one more question. See, this concept is based on practical scenarios. I cannot teach it theoretically. So that's why I'm teaching you in practical format. And I want every one of you to, after this class, watch the video once again. Can you paste the query as well? Okay. Take the query. And yeah, please, like first I will do one thing. Just give me a minute. Okay. What was the last thing I teach you? First, I will save this thing. I have saved that query as well. This is case when, if when. I have saved it. I will share you both yesterday's and this one. Okay. Now we'll talk about a different question. So let's try to understand what it is. Now in this question, I want 3 columns in this question. First is month. After month, I want the column payment ID. And after that, I want total payment, total amount of payment done. And I see, I'm giving a homework basically. Okay. So in the first column, I want month. In the second column, I want payment ID 1. These are column names that I want. Payment ID 1, payment ID 2, payment ID 3, payment ID 4, and the values will be like, suppose the month is January. So total amount paid by payment ID 1 will be, for example, 2,500. Total amount paid by payment ID 2 will be 3,500, for example, and some values like this. And you have to give me 12 rows for all the months. Who will solve this question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are these payment IDs? I mean,
These are payment ID values 3, 4, 1, 2. So I'll tell you what I am saying. Select month of order date. First, I will write from orders. I am giving you the solution of this question because I do. Okay, comma. I will write some case when payment ID is equal to 1, then total order amount else 0 and as payment ID 1, comma, same like this I will do for all other 3. And I will write payment ID 2, 3, 4, and I will write 2, 3, 4 from orders. And what will be the group by condition? Group by month, order, date. Let's run this query. This was the output that I was expecting. I will give it a name as month. Yeah, payment IDs can be different, like PayPal. The payment ID 1 is basically people are paying from credit card. Payment ID 2 is basically people are paying for MasterCard or something like this, like from Apple Pay or anything. Clear? Is this thing clear to all of you? How these kind of questions are done? These are advanced questions that are asked in top companies. See, what is the meaning of some case when? See, for example, if I want to add the total order amount, I will directly write, I will remove this thing. Let's answer. So if I want to add total order amount, I will only write total order amount here. Yes or no? But if I want to add my total order amount based on a condition, then what I will do is I will write something like this. Case when payment ID is 1. Whenever the payment ID is 1, then I have to add total order amount. Else I will add nothing, which is 0. This is working like this condition. Will it work without end? See, if you are using case at any point of time, you have to use end. It's mandatory. You cannot use a case without end. Even if you are using it inside the aggregation, or if you are using it inside, or if you are not using it inside aggregation, every time when you are using case, you have to use the end. Is this clear to all of you?
Sir, what is the 2500, 3500
Where?
payment ID one below 2500?
Values.
Is it there?
These values. Yeah, these values you are talking about. Achha, yeah, this one. This is the example and how I want the output. Same like this, I am getting the output. Now see, month, payment ID 1, payment ID 2, payment ID 3, payment ID 4. By this way, I am getting the output now. If I use order by month, see, is this clear to all of you? So that's all from my side today. This is about case when condition.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, I have a question that case when is used after select and it can also be used with aggregate function. Is there any other way it is used?
Yeah,
So
it can be used with order by clause also.
it can be used after order by, right? Like
Yeah,
we can.
yeah, after order.
And
I will tell you that thing tomorrow, like in the next class.
okay.